all the unknowns, specifically the U.S. economy, the new administration.
Oh my goodness, yeah! What a week that we
What's going to
had
happen
in Canadian news, and our Prime Minister flying down to Mar-a-Lago to have a conversation with President-elect. Did you see the jokes about like, oh, maybe Canada can become the 51st state? Apparently, President Trump joked with Trudeau, Prime Minister Trudeau, about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh boy.
I mean, I take it that in jest. I think that's funny. I think he's feeling pretty good about himself. He's the new president. You got Trudeau flying down. He's probably feeling great about himself.
He probably is. You know, he's like, oh, I got the Canadian guy in my pocket now.
You know what? We've got a great opportunity to benefit from. Somebody framed this to me this weekend when I was away at my son's hockey tournament. So like, we have an opportunity to actually benefit from this administration and to make Canada stronger because of that. And some of it is just pandering to what he wants, right? Like if we're able to be his, number one ally, increasing NATO spending, strengthening up the border, I think these are two things we should have been doing already. That's going to make us look good. If we can figure out how to get the minerals that we have, the resources we have down to the US and make them stronger, that makes us stronger as a country,
For sure. I mean, I'm
digging out our
not,
lithium.
I've never been fearful about the new US administration. I know that it can get pretty sensational in the media. But I mean, if you're going to fly down and hang out with President Trump, he's probably going to put you in his favor. And I think that's sort of required, just the style of leadership, if you want to call it, that he has. I think he does a lot for his friends, and if you can be that, then you can do a lot for Canada. We'll see. I don't know how long Prime Minister Trudeau will be our Prime Minister, but you never know.
You never know, and if he can, you never know for sure. It seems like we're done. Canadians need a change, but if he can demonstrate that he's the only one for the job to be, managing that relationship, then maybe that gives him a leg up. What I like about Trump being president from a Canadian perspective is that we rally around our own. We stop internally fighting. There's enough of that, and that will continue, but it becomes Team Canada. What can we do? The premiers all of a sudden start meeting and like, what can we do as Canadians? Let's put our stripes aside and let's decide what's the best thing that we can do as Canadians to make everyone in Canada stronger.
I mean, that's a wonderful thought, especially we've had sort of since 2016 and the first Trump presidency, it seemed to have caused a lot of division, a lot of left and right kind of conversations that we've not really been susceptible to up here. And hopefully that this will rally for Canada because we're a great country. We got great people, and squabbling over left and right stuff seems to be not a great use of our time and resources.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are in the middle, leaning slightly left, leaning slightly right, and it's the flavor of whatever centrist view that we have. I think in the end,
that's what we've historically been. I think that with our current administration and our current opposition, it's still pretty messy. It would be great to have a grown-up step into either one of those roles and put us back to, make Canada great again. Just like make it boring again, like make politics boring again. Let's center right, center left, I think is where we need to be. I think everybody thinks that's where we need to be. We don't need this extreme sort of conservative liberal jargon. We don't need it.
I would agree with that. I think it's just messy.